So I came across this G102 Logitech GPRO clone in the shops, and I had to pick it up because it's so cheap, like $29 Singapore dollars. It's like 15 Singapore dollars cheaper than the G102 and a lot cheaper than the G Pro, and it's kind of the exact same shape. So I was like, let's check it out, let's buy it and let's see it, and we're gonna unbox it right now. So if you haven't heard of Armaggedon, it's probably because you're outside of Southeast Asia, but they're a local Singaporean company. They make gaming products. They're trying to be the next Razer, but they're selling really cheap, budget-oriented, budget-friendly kind of products instead of going upmarket. So a bit different technique to Razer there. But yeah, it's a local company. I see them around all the time, so I figured I would just buy and check it out. I've never owned a product from them. Let's take a look at the box first. It's kind of a cliche, standard gamer aesthetic. Black and yellow theme color, so it's all over the place. It's plastered with logos, plastered with marketing catchphrases. This is the Grumman Raven Tree mouse, and it looks just like the G102. It's got a picture of the mouse up front. 4,800 CPI, 16.8 million RGB colors. It claims to be the ultimate gaming mouse. All of their mice claim to be ultimate gaming mouse. It uses Huano switches for the clicks. Never heard of it, but it could be good. I'm gonna give it a shot. Macroable. Macros on 5 buttons, 2-way click scroll, all that stuff. It comes with a free mouse pad and free mouse feet, which even Razer, Logitech, whoever doesn't do that, so kudos to them, I guess. On the back you've got specifications, resolution, frame rate, acceleration. Wait, this mouse has built-in acceleration? Shit, I'm just still gonna give it a shot, but honestly, acceleration, no gaming mice should have acceleration. Honestly, no gaming mice should ever even go close to having acceleration. It's a terrible thing. Polling rate 500 RPS, mostly standard specs. The weight is 90 grams, and it has a 1.8 meter cable. And the funny thing on here is that the sensor, it's not like a Vargo sensor or a Pixart sensor, but the thing is the mice with the Pixart sensors don't have as good of, a shell, which is why I chose this over the other Armaggedon mice. We're gonna open it up and take a look at it and see how it goes. It's really just, just a bunch of marketing material in the box. So there's nothing too interesting. We're gonna get a knife. I can't find my knife, so I'm gonna use an SD card to cut open the box, and let's take a look what's inside. So we're gonna open up the box now and see what's inside that box. We're greeted with the cable first and the mouse. The free mouse pad as promised. I'm gonna cut in some B-roll of that. The mouse is here. This is really funny. This is the G102, which I use on the daily. I love this mouse. And this is the Armaggedon Grumman Raven Tree. To say that the similarity was uncanny is quite a big of an understatement, because if there's the definition of an exact replica, this is it. Holy shit! It's the same mouse. It's the same mouse. I couldn't tell the difference between these two. These two are twins. Let's put the mouse to the side now. Let's take a look at what else comes in the box. You get a manual and some mice feet, which is better than whatever Logitech and Razer does. So yeah, toss all that to the side. Let's take a look at the mouse itself. The mouse pad. Okay, let's take a look at the mouse pad. It's not a good mouse pad. It smells terrible. So here's an SD card. This is just for proportion. That's the size of the mouse pad. Not big, but it's better than nothing. That actually goes to show you how cheap the mouse is. That it's such a low price and they still give you like free mice pad, free mice feet. So yeah, the cable's braided, so it's like a G Pro rather than a G102. The mice feet as well see, the G102 has small individual mice feet. The G Pro actually has mice feet like this. So clearly this is a G Pro copy and clone rather than a G102 clone. But yeah, there's really no point to this mouse, because if you pay like $5-10 more, you can get a G102 from like a legit brand that doesn't have acceleration. So the mouse shape is exactly the same. This has a thicker front than the G102, but apart from that, I really can't tell the difference. This is heavier though. than the G102, without a doubt. Without a doubt, this is a heavier mouse than the G102. Even though the plastic feels so much cheaper than the G102, this is actually heavier. I don't understand how that works. The clicks are, they're so much stiffer on this mouse. Softer as well, so have a listen. Middle click. DPI shifter. Left right buttons. A lot more travel on the left right buttons than the G102. Scroll wheel doesn't feel too bad. I mean, build quality doesn't feel bad. It tracks, I mean, it moves pretty well. Let's plug it in and see if it works. So first off, you have the terrible looking RGB. Honestly, the G102 looks so much better in terms of RGB than the... This mouse is... I don't know how to describe it. It's just a GPRO with a lousier sensor. Is it better? Is it worse? The answer is worse, but how much worse is it? Is it worth it? I can't tell yet because I need to test it even more in my final review. It's pretty interesting. I'm actually interested in seeing how it goes. Anyway, that's it for this video. Subscribe if you liked it, and follow me on Instagram for some nice photos. Follow me on Twitter for some nice tweets. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.